solve the novice storm. Xia Ya should go back too. It just makes him depressed. The monster NBC killed after work. I have no experience at all. And the employment period with Sonia is over. In order for him to escort him back to the village, the spoils must also be left to him. But for Xia Ya can only accept her fate. At the same time, the entrance of the novice village is crowded, and they're focused on one thing. That's judgment. What kind of players are Xia Ya and Sonia? Can gather all the NPCs in the novice village together? The central novice village is crowded. Except for NPCs. There are still many players who eat melons. Little Gaga is talking. The 3 Shabao brothers are also among them. It's not that boss again, is it? Very likely. He even knew that Xenia was short of milk. Just as everyone was whispering, Madden on the city walls suddenly shouted that they were coming. I saw Xia Ya walking slowly into the village with Sonia. The moment we see each other, Madden gnashed his teeth in anger. Just then, a prompt suddenly popped up on the top of Xia's head when her reputation was reduced. Honored villagers turned exiles. Next second, Madden and the crowd surrounded the two. They are corrupt traitors. Don't let them get away. Then the village chief emerged from the crowd. You are no longer welcome here. Xia Ya finished speaking. He pointed at Sonia. Sonia, you may be an accomplice, but the village still needs people to resist. So you can move on. Stay in the village. Sonia laughed. Came out with a mace. It seems that the village chief does not intend to pursue him for doing the lantern thing. The village chief continued to say, Xia Ya, you hired Sonia to attack Captain Madden. It was supposed to be a capital offense, but remember that you are an honorary villager. From today onwards, you leave here, become a wanderer. I heard that the little one who is still eating melons, quacks are all face food. There's also the title of wanderer. This guy can still hire NPCs. Could it be some hidden mission that made him mess up? At this time, the Wang Wang team has surrounded Xia Ya. Xia Ya raised her hands very calmly. Thank you for the kindness of the village chief. But before that, allow me to speak in my defense. Madden was suddenly anxious when he heard this. He shouted for Xia Ya to get out of here. But Xia Ya didn't give a damn about him. He waved his hand. He was called Sonia. Sonia, for the sake of us fighting side by side. Can I borrow your loot? Sonia didn't even think about it. He directly threw the bag in his hand to Xia Ya. Xia Ya pulls out a bell from inside. See here. Madden panicked. And just then, Xia Ya shook the bell. Hey, I just remembered something funny. Little Bell. He was able to control the NPCs in the game 177 times. The downward pressure of the game is very clear about the operation inside. As the bell rings, Walden suddenly changed his face. He punched the nearest NPC in the face. Unfortunately, he is Xenia's husband. Ankh, the village doctor who just treated himself. He called Madden ungrateful. But Xia Ya doesn't seem to have had enough. He continued to shake the elixir in his hand. Madden is out of control again. Red eyes directly pounced on Enko. Wife Xia can't stand it. Tell Xia Ya to stop. But he wasn't moved until the village chief came forward to stop it. Xia Ya stopped the animal in her hand. He slowly put away the bell. Go to the village chief. Village chief. You are well informed. You should know what that means. The village chief looked gloomy. Then he ordered Ankh to use evolutionary magic on Madden. Ankh stood up against the pig's head. Evolution unleashed on Madden. With the release of evolutionary magic, lanterns get manic. A ball of red sprang out of the body. The villagers reacted instantly. This is a symptom of corruption. At this time, the players who ate melons were also stunned. I thought Xia Ya's hidden plot was off the hook. Unexpectedly, they have reached the atmosphere. Watching the lantern lying low, pressed down. Satisfied, the first phase is finally over. Normal process. He has to go through 20 or 30 side missions. Please, please, all the villagers, and full of prestige to leave the village. And the village will be destroyed directly after leaving. Take a shortcut like this to find out. Not only can you quickly gain prestige, it can also avoid the disaster of the novice village. At this time, the system sent a prompt. Complete hidden missions. Pull out the corrupt symmetrical reputation plus 200. Reach a little fame. Have permission to leave the novice village. Xia Ya smiled slightly, looking at his wife Xia. Hey, prestige kills horses. I can finally develop a good relationship with Xia. But before that, we have to delete his account. Then the village chief came forward. He was very grateful to Xia Ya for all she had done. Decided to reinstate his status as an honorary villager. As for Xia, his reward was 3 months rent-free. Hear this. Xia excitedly gave Xia Ya a hug directly and said that from now on, the two are friends. Xia Ya wiped the crumbs from the corner of her mouth. Since we are friends, then you can tell Xia the truth. By the way, you can also take your beauty with you. Hey, everything is easy to say. Xia walked up to Xia. She told each other. In fact, her husband is crooked. And they cheat once a week. At this moment, Xia Ya no longer cares about Xinia's affairs. Instead, I found the village chief. He grabbed the village chief's beard. Let Kido give himself some rewards. At this time, the other onlookers were all dumbfounded. Blackmail the village chief. Start a fight between NPCs. This is still human. What did you do? At this moment, a girl full of color, sitting on a rooftop not far away. He watched with great interest what was happening. Hey, this game is awesome. The man experienced the inner mountain island 177 times in the game. During this period, he attacked the novice village wife, Night Elf Queen, and the Virgin of the Light. Even the head of the novice village. He also had the courage to take off his pants and give it a go. Saw Xia Ya blackmailing the village chief. The little quacks are all worshipping. This is the correct way to open the game. Soon the village chief gave in. He took out all the rewards. It means that Xia Ya can choose one. Xia Ya didn't even think about it. Directly select the task dispatch order, The village chief is not stingy, just handed it over. In the moment of being wrong with Xia Ya, he suddenly said something this time. Hope you succeed. Good luck. As soon as Xia Ya said this, Xia's heart trembled. This is a new line. No. Once upon a time, the village chief said this sentence before he died. Xia Ya wants to catch up and ask. Could it be that the village chief still remembers himself? All NPC memories exist. However, by this time, novice players have already flocked forward. They stopped Xia Ya and asked for an autograph to bring him to fly. Xia Ya was forcibly stopped, struggled a few times. He gave in. As the saying goes, there must be a way before the car reaches the mountain. I really can't unload the wheels. He quieted the players around him. Then he took out the task card. The order indicates that he is going to start a mission. Players present can sign up to participate. It is said that Xia Ya has only done missions with NPCs before. But the player is still the first time. It's upsetting to think about. After selecting the task, a question mark appeared on Xia's head. At this point, other players can apply to join the team. The three brothers of Shabao bear the brunt, plus the other 3 people pressed down. The team consists of 7 people. He told the crowd, meet here at 3 p.m. the next day. At that time, if there are eligible players, you can also sign up. At this time, he found someone texting in the team chat bar. Open it up. It turned out to be the 3 of silly treasures to 1 of myself. I also sent a photo of Xenia doubles. Xia Ya's nosebleed spurted on the spot. Chatted for a long time. Xia Ya also figured out one thing. Back then, game developers filled the time. A year in reality is equivalent to 1,000 years in closed beta, and the game time is 3 times that of reality. So all these years he's been in the game, in reality, only a year has passed. I figured that out. Before Lenovo Village Chief's words, if the NPC memories in the game are not deleted, it's all sealed. Once they wake up, remember what you have done for thousands of years. Isn't it going to be cut off? But one thing is certain. Xenia must not have an awakening machine yet. But forgetting the past is not necessarily a bad thing. He remembers it clearly. On his 4th closed beta, he saw Xenia die in front of him. Front. Let's focus on the game's setting and reincarnation mechanism. And press down on the center of the first few reincarnations. The plot of the first story. If the friends are not interested, you can directly move to the next level. In the fantasy game, dead NPC. It will not be reset because the player returns to the resurrection point. Resurrection missions will be released by other NPCs instead. Players can complete designated tasks and get the Novice Village task reward. Experience, reputation, gold coins, silver coins, copper coins. I have to wait until the NPC favorability is full. Things you can do with NPCs, including but not limited to swiping tasks together, dating, and playing cards. Xia Ya has now gone through a total of 177 reincarnations. 177 weeks have been collected. Every reincarnation kills heroes. Pressurization after customs clearance. Die in a single cycle. Will be the same as other players. Go back to the corresponding resurrection point in the game and resurrect and fight again. the game does not reset into a new cycle. Before the third week of Xia Ya begins, 2 seasonal clearances have been completed. But the hidden plot is not fully explored. During the third weekend of the game, Xia Ya is the same as the previous times, brushing monsters in the forest with Xia Ya. But since the next day, Xia Ya needs to take care of the child, can't continue with Xia Ya. So Xia Ya called the militia Aram. Brush monsters with low-level priest Tyra. It's normal at first. But in the end, a wild boar king appeared. The appearance of the wild boar king, it was not found in the first few reincarnations of Xia Ya. Aram and Tara were killed on the spot. Xia Ya had to run back to the village for help. The chasing wild boar king happened to be seen by Sonia, so Sonia shot and killed him. And ready to be brewed with wild boar. However, just as Sonia was decomposing the corpse of the wild boar king, a flock of crows appeared in the sky and used the occasion to transfer tigers away from the mountain, take away the body of the boar king. The materials that Sanya was unwilling to get were stolen.